Frog Republic.
All right, so are you ready to ditch the headphones for a bit and swamp them out for the sounds of the Adriatic? It sounds like you're looking for a Dubrovnik experience, but like way more than just the basic tourist stuff. And lucky for you, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
From those iconic city walls, you know, the ones I mean, to like hidden little taverns tucked away in those ancient alleyways, Dubrovnik is a city just begging to be explored, but you gotta go deeper, and the rewards, definitely worth it.
I am so here for uncovering those hidden gems. Let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
I've heard some pretty amazing things about the history of Dubrovnik. Like, you can practically feel it in the air as you walk those ancient streets. What do you think?
Oh, it's not just a feeling, it's real. Picture this for a sec. You're walking along those impressive 16th century walls, right? The same walls that protected Dubrovnik when it was in its golden age. And we're talking about a time when this city was a total powerhouse in the Mediterranean, rivaling even Venice in terms of wealth and influence.
Wait, hold up. Did you just say rivaling Venice? Tell me more about this golden age.
So for a really long time, Dubrovnik was its own independent republic, kind of like a shining example of diplomacy and trade.
Wow.
They even had their own unique system of governance.
Interesting.
And this is where the rector's palace comes into play. So imagine this. A newly elected rector, basically the big cheese of the republic, takes office, but get this, only for a 1-month term.
1 month.
Yeah. And to avoid any outside influence during their term, they would literally live in the palace, totally cut off from the outside world. Talk about commitment.
A 1-month term, that's wild. So to really get a feel for this blast from the past, the rector's palace is the place to be.
100%. You walk through those halls and you can practically feel the weight of history, you know? The decisions they made, the power they held, the challenges they faced. It's like a direct link to Dubrovnik's past, and it's a past that's still shaping the city today.
Speaking of shaping the present, our research suggests that spring or fall might be the prime time to experience this historical haven.
Less crowded, I imagine. They're right about that. Fewer crowds, so you can actually enjoy the atmosphere, take it all in. But it's also about being a more sustainable traveler.
Sustainable travel is definitely important to me. How does visiting during those shoulder seasons contribute to that?
Okay, so think about it this way. Dubrovnik gets slammed with tourists, especially in the summer. By going in the spring or fall, you're helping to spread out those visitors more evenly throughout the year, which takes a lot of pressure off the city's resources and infrastructure and helps to make sure that Dubrovnik's beauty and charm will be around for a long, long time.
Okay, so I'm picturing myself wandering through these ancient streets. Maybe I'm a Venetian merchant or something, but all this history talk has got my stomach rumbling.
Right.
And speaking of indulging, we got to talk about the food scene in Dubrovnik. It sounds incredible.
Oh, it is. Get ready for a treat. Seriously. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine this. You're sitting at a table, right? Overlooking the Adriatic Sea. The water's sparkling. There's a light breeze. You can smell the salt in the air, a little citrus maybe. You take a bite of your meal and boom, you're transported.
To another world.
Exactly. A world of the freshest seafood, sun-drenched flavors. It's truly something else.
That sounds amazing. Our research mentioned something called black risotto. What's the deal with that?
Ah, the black risotto. It's a classic Dalmatian dish. They make it with cuttlefish ink, which gives it that really striking black color, and it adds this amazing, rich, savory depth of flavor that you won't forget.
Wow, I've got to try that. And then there's this pasta cotta dish that keeps popping up in our research. It sounds like a pretty big deal.
Oh, pasta cotta, yeah. It's like the heart and soul of Dalmatian cuisine, you know? Imagine this. Super tender beef, slow cooked for hours, marinated in red wine, vinegar, and this perfect blend of Dalmatian herbs. It's a labor of love, for sure, often made for really special occasions, family feasts, that kind of thing. If you get a chance to try it, don't even hesitate.
It's going straight to the top of my list. Okay, but I need to know where to experience this culinary magic. What are those canobas you mentioned earlier?
Yes, the canobas. Okay, picture those charming winding alleys we talked about. Tucked away in those alleys are these amazing little family-run taverns. Some of them have had recipes passed down for generations. The atmosphere is so warm and inviting. And the food, well, it's all about local ingredients, time-honored traditions. It's special.
It sounds like the kind of place where you can really connect with, like, the soul of Dubrovnik's food scene. What's the vibe like in these places? Are we talking like white tablecloths or something more casual?
Definitely not stuffy.
Yeah.
Think more like rustic charm, you know? checkered tablecloths, family photos on the walls, lots of conversation. It's the kind of place where everyone feels like family, and don't be afraid to chat with the locals there. They're the ones who really know the best kept culinary secrets, and they're usually happy to share their love of food with visitors.
This is giving me serious foodie travel vibes. I love it.
Okay, so I've had my fill of history, tasted amazing food. Now it's time to explore. Get away from the crowds a little bit and find those hidden gems that make Dubrovnik truly special, you know?
And you're in luck because our sources, they're basically overflowing with ideas for that.
All right, well, hit me with your best shot.
Okay, top of the list, gotta be Lokum Island. It's just a quick ferry ride, super scenic from Dubrovnik's harbor, and it's like you're stepping into another world.
Okay, I am all about another world. What makes it so special?
Okay, so imagine this. You get off the ferry, and you're immediately hit with this amazing smell of pine trees, and the sound of the waves just lapping against the shore.
Yeah.
You wander around a bit, and you find these little hidden coves, crystal clear water, perfect for swimming.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Right. And then you might even stumble across the ruins of this old Benedictine monastery. It's really cool.
Wait, there are ruins there too? This is amazing. Yeah, and that's not enough. They even have a botanical garden with all these exotic plants from all over the place. And get this, legend has it that Richard the Lionheart, King of England, he was actually shipwrecked on Lokrum back in the 12th century.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, pretty wild. And he supposedly vowed to build a church there if he survived.
That's incredible. Lokum Island it is.
Mm-hmm.
But, it wouldn't be a true Dubrovnik adventure without that perfect sunset view, right? Any recommendations for, that Instagram but better moment?
I'm way ahead of you. For a sunset you won't forget, you gotta go to Buza Bar. Imagine. You're up on the cliffs just outside the city walls, the Adriatic Sea is spread out before you, you've got a glass of local wine in your hand, and you're watching the sun sink below the horizon. It's magic, pure magic.
Okay, I'm sold.
Oh, and one more thing. If you're looking for something really unique, super atmospheric, you've got to check out Cave Bar more.
Did you say cave bar, as in a bar in a cave?
You heard right. It's tucked away inside this natural sea cave, total hidden gem. You walk in and it's like stepping into a different world. You can hear the waves crashing just outside the entrance. Pretty amazing. You can sip your cocktail surrounded by these ancient rock formations, the sea air swirling around you. It's an experience for sure.
Wow, that sounds incredible. Hearing you talk about all this, the hidden bars, those ancient ruins, the amazing food, it's really making me realize that Dubrovnik is way more than just a pretty place,
It really is. Dubrovnik is one of those places that just draws you in, makes you want to discover its secrets. It's where fantasy meets reality, where history comes alive, and every corner you turn, you might find something new and exciting.
It sounds like the kind of place that stays with you long after you leave. So, to everyone listening, if you're ready to trade in those headphones for the real deal, Dubrovnik's waiting for you. Explore the city walls, get lost in those charming streets, taste the amazing food, find your own hidden gems. And who knows, maybe you'll discover some secrets of your own along the way. Until next time, happy travels, everyone.
Frog Republic.
Thanks for tuning in to Frog Republic. We hope you found inspiration, hidden gems, and travel tips to take with you. Got a destination we should cover? Share your tips in the comments and join us next time for more adventures.